What's up, Jurassic Bat family? Kyle here, and I want to talk to you guys about Lego Star Wars. All right, I'm really pumped about this, really excited. Dan and I have been playing it pretty much all week, I guess, at this point. I missed one night, I guess. We were trying to coordinate playing that night and just really didn't get a chance to, but it's been a lot of fun, and I really can't wait to dive into this and talk about it. So without further ado, let's get into it.
And here we go.
All right, so I just want to kind of talk about like the first week experience of it. And we're going to do kind of chronicle our journey playing this game and everything because I think there's a lot of people out there playing it, a lot of people excited about this game. For me, it's kind of nostalgic, okay? And I want to talk about that. I want to talk about improvements they've made to the game, all that type of stuff, and just what I've kind of noticed as we've been playing along. So when I first started off playing it, I started off actually on episode 4. I didn't realize you could actually start at either episode 4 or episode 1. Dan started on episode 1. I started episode 4. I played a few rounds of episode 4, and then I actually switched over to episode 1 just because I kind of wanted to start with that. And, you know, to me, that's been the more fun one so far, mainly just because you get to start right off. You're starting right into the action using the Jedi. Okay, so for me, like Lego Star Wars, I love all aspects of it, but my favorite has always been being able to utilize the Jedi on there. You know, be able to use the Force, use a lightsaber. It's pretty badass, I'm not going to lie. And, you know, as a kid growing up, I loved Legos as it was. Like, I was building so much stuff constantly with Legos. My parents were always buying us all sorts of different Legos, Star Wars ones being our favorites. And I remember when they first came out with the first Lego Star Wars. You know, I don't remember the exact year, so forgive me for that. I don't remember the exact year. But I remember when it first came out. And, like, we just kind of thought it was going to be funny and everything, like, kind of cool to play, kind of corny, you know, because excuse me, when it came out, like, we were kind of getting into our teenage years, so it was like, you know, it's going to be fun, but it's kind of corny. Then we started playing, we're like, this is actually really cool. Like, this is really, really well done on their end, and it's a lot of fun. It's funny, it's got some good humor in it, and it's just all around fun gameplay. And, you know, I remember, like, they only had either, if I recall correctly, they only had, like, prequels or the originals that you could play. And then I believe they rolled it all into one, and you had all of them in one game. And correct me if I'm wrong on that, guys. I could be wrong. Then when the sequels came out, I didn't get any of the Lego Star Wars for the last little bit as they were, you know, rolling out all the sequels and everything. We're gonna, you know, we'll do some reviews on all those different movies on this channel because, you know, Dan and I are huge Star Wars buffs. We love Star Wars. Got a lot to say about every one of those. But so that'll be for a different video. But excuse me. For this one right here, I kind of want to talk about why we decided to get this one, okay? Because we hadn't purchased a Lego Star Wars game, either one of us, in probably, I don't know, 10 years at least. Maybe even a little bit longer, 10 to 15 years, I guess. This one just, it felt right, okay? It was getting good reviews. It was the whole saga all tied into one, which, you know, I've always wanted that. Obviously, you can get, you know, the upgraded graphics, which the graphics on them were already pretty good. I mean, you know, it's Lego, so they're going to be a little bit clunky and everything, but like this one right here is just, it's hit differently, you know, and maybe for me, it's part of it being nostalgia and everything, you know, as I get a little bit older, you know, kind of looking back on my childhood with a lot of fond memories, and that being one of them, but also just, you know, they've enhanced not only the humor in this one, but also the gameplay a little bit, so you can do a lot of different things. And I'm really looking forward to, you know, certain aspects of it that I've heard rumors about. I've been trying to stay away from different spoilers and stuff like that. I know that sounds crazy, right? Staying away from spoilers for a Lego video game, but you know, I've heard rumors about, like, you know, Order 66 for episode 3 and taking Anakin into the Jedi Temple and stuff like that. You know, like I don't know for sure if that happens, but if it does, like, I'm really excited about that. Like, I can't wait until you're able to do that. And I'm excited to be able to play the sequel content as well. I'm not the biggest fan of the sequels. Some of it good, some of it not. But nevertheless, it's still Star Wars, and I'm really excited to be able to test that out and play that, not only by myself, but also with friends and family and everything, and experience that and everything. So for me, if I had to give this game a grade, it would probably be like a 8.5, 9 out of 10. Does it have its flaws? Sure. I mean, every video game, every movie for that matter, is going to have its flaws. But overall, I would give this a very high grade. Part of it, yes, could be some nostalgic value that I get out of it. But the other part of it, just it's fun. You know, it's good, clean fun. It's humorous. It keeps you immersed, I guess I would say. You know, which is not easy for a video game at this point. You know, so many new games coming out all the time. Our attention spans, you know, hey, for better or worse, get shorter and shorter, you know, with not only YouTube, but TikTok and stuff like that. I mean, people's attention spans get shorter and shorter. And with so many new games and stuff like that coming out, you know, people have a lot of options to play. So the lifespan of a game with people playing it is getting shorter and shorter all the time. For me, this is something that not only do I want to finish the game and everything, but I'll probably go back and replay it and everything. At least some of my favorite, my favorite, levels, I guess you will, or, you know, episodes of it and everything. Just because it has been fun. I've been having a really good time with it, and I can't wait to see kind of what they do for a follow-up, if there's any updates to the game or anything that they do along the way, if they have like a follow-up, you know, kind of up their sleeve. What would be really cool, I think, you know, what do I want to see maybe in the future? And sorry guys, I'm just checking the time here. I don't want to go too long with this video. Obviously, you know, guys, I don't like 20, 30, 40-minute videos any more than you do. You know, the point of going onto YouTube is get what you want and then move on to the next thing. So we're trying to keep these videos all, you know, under 10 minutes, 15 minutes max, but we're trying to keep them all under 10, and we're well under that right now. So I want to talk about real quick what I would love to see in the future of just Lego games in general, but, you know, especially like the Lego Star Wars games. I would love to see the enhanced content, and what I mean by that is the spin-off movies, you know, Rogue One. That would be really, really cool to be able to kind of see a lot of that. Solo, a lot of the TV series on Disney Plus, Mandalorian, the Kenobi show coming out. I'm really excited about Boba Fett. Like, I would love to see those games kind of made into that type of stuff too, because I would totally play that. Like, I would totally play that because I love those shows. And I've really been a fan of the spin-off movies. You know, contrary to what some people may say, personally, I think Rogue One was the best movie that Disney has made out of the sequels. You know, ever since Disney took it over, I think Rogue One was the best one that they've made. And I really enjoyed Solo. You know, so I would love to see them make all that type of stuff and, you know, and kind of have, you know, different games with that. You know, I don't know. Is there enough content there for them to be able to make a game out of it? Maybe not. But, you know, hey, maybe get like some levels from that as like a bonus. Like, that would be really cool, actually, now that I'm just kind of thinking of that in my head. And guys, I didn't script any of this. Like, as you can tell, we don't script any of this. There's no teleprompter. There's none of that stuff. This is all off the cuff. These are our reactions, our thoughts, our views, all that stuff. That would actually be cool. There's like bonus content that they can roll out, you know, some stuff from Solo, some stuff from Rogue One. Like, just, it all ties into the story. Like, it all ties in at various points. Same thing with Kenobi. The Mando stuff, Boba Fett. I mean, everything ties into the whole Star Wars lore, and kind of still, even though it's not technically, you know, I guess Rogue One and Solo is technically part of the Skywalker Saga, even though it doesn't, it's not like exact, but, you know, it doesn't deal directly with them, but, you know, at the same time, like, it ties into that world. Even the other stuff, you know, obviously the Kenobi stuff totally ties into the Skywalker stuff, or at least we're assuming it's going to. But, you know, even for the other stuff, like, it all ties into the same galaxy, into the same universe and everything, and it would just be a lot of fun, I think. So, anyway, guys, with that being said, you know, we've been going on for 8-9 minutes at this point. I don't want to take up any more of your time. We have a lot of fun talking about this. We're going to have a lot of fun moving forward with this channel. We've got a lot of big plans for what we want to cover, different content that we want to do. So definitely stay tuned, because, look, we've been covering Batman. We're going to be covering more Star Wars stuff. We're going to cover Harry Potter. We're going to cover the Marvel Universe. We're going to cover DC. I mean, anything you guys want us to cover, we're going to cover. So let us know in the comments below, A, what did you think about the Lego Star Wars game? And then also, B, what do you want us to cover in the future? Because we're excited to be able to do this. All right, guys, that's all we've got. Catch you in the next one.